Hey guys, and welcome back to another video. So in today's video we'll be talking about the Sagittarius sun and how do you spot a Sagittarius person. So yes guys, I have been off for an entire month. I sincerely apologize. I have just been taking a long month break. I know it's not the best move when you're just starting a channel, but the truth of the matter was that I had been taking this break really to ponder and think about a new series I was trying to bring you guys, and so we're not going to be discussing it in today's video. Today's video is really about you Sagittarians who've been waiting so long, and I sincerely apologize, but we'll be discussing the series in another video. So yeah. Anyways, let's move on to Sagittarius. Sagittarius, by the way, if you are a Sagittarius, please comment whether whatever I said really fitted you as a Sag. I really made a lot of sense about you. Furthermore, I'd also like you guys to like this video, subscribe. Also, don't forget to click that bell icon so you never miss the astrological facts. Also, don't forget to share and comment. And with all of that being said, what is a sun sign? Some people may ask. In the most basic way I could put this in, your sun is your sign at birth. It acts in astrology as your identity, your true self. It also acts in astrology as the person you're striving to be in life. If you'd like to find out what your sun sign is, you just go to a birth calculator, you dial in your full birthday, and then you get your sun sign. Anyways, let's now move on to some facts about this sign, Sagittarius. Sagittarius, you guys are placed under the influence of the planet Jupiter. Jupiter is the planet of expansion, is the planet of growing into this larger than life person, I believe. Jupiter is also about great fortune, optimism, good luck, and positivity. Jupiter is also the planet of it's just the planet of sensitivity, I believe. Not in that kind of way, not like sensitivity like you're weak in a way, but like being sensible. You know, after all, Jupiter is the largest planet in the solar system, so it's all about large thinking and idealism, right? Furthermore, Sagittarius, you guys are a fire sign. So fire signs are very confident, they are very ambitious people. You guys are also very loyal, and plus fire signs can be very sparked up, energetic, and enthusiastic. But the problem with fire signs is that sometimes they could let their moods and temper and, you know, their hot-headedness get the best of them sometimes. So this is something you gotta work on, Sagittarians, and the rest of you fire signs. Furthermore, Sagittarius, your symbol is the archer, and what this symbolizes is the Greek or Roman mythology creature, the centaur, which really symbolizes a half human and a half animal that has, I guess, 4 legs. Mostly portrayed with a horse and a half man, which is the symbol of you Sagittarians, but it could be any animal, I guess, that has, 4 legs. What this symbolizes is just free will, free nature, free spirit of you Sagittarians. I also have to mention that Jupiter is all about spirit as well, so it does go hand in hand. The centaur also symbolizes adventure, and the arrow, with the centaur shoots, that symbolizes Sagittarians and you guys, your capability to just be able to achieve anything you want with a blunt tongue, or like with your energy, I believe. Because a centaur shoots its arrow to the prey or the thing they need to eat to stay alive, what they want to achieve. So you guys, I believe this means that you guys are really able to put your ideas and to put what you want to make, your creativity, into real action to get what you want. Furthermore, if you fall under the sign Sag, then this means that you were born under November 22nd and December 21st. Anyways, let's move on to Sagittarius. Sagittarians, I must say, you guys are, I like to refer to you guys as Gemini and Leo's next door neighbor, because like us Geminis, you guys are extremely energetic people. You guys just exude so much enthusiasm. You guys are really bubbly, you're really eccentric, spontaneous people who find fun and are never bored. You guys just find humor and entertainment within anything almost. You guys are very humorous people who have a great sense and humor, and you are liable to make anyone laugh. I enjoy being in the presence of a Sagittarian because they're just so witty. They're just so expressive with their own expressions of their face, and it can be really hilarious to hold it back sometimes. Sagittarians as well, you guys, what I mean by you, like the next door neighbor of Leo now, you guys can be very dramatic sometimes, almost even dramatic as Leo. After all, Leo is a fire sign and Leo is one of your siblings slash companions. So you guys share a lot of characteristics of Leo, such as being very dominant. You guys are very radiant. You guys are just so magnetic. You guys have a strong charisma and you guys are extremely confident. What I must say though, what really strays you away from Aries and Leo, being the three fire duo I like to refer you guys to, is Sagittarius, you are the fire member who can care less about anything. You guys just exude this I don't care way about you. So in a sense, if you ever go out to a party, what you would do is just you looking around. You don't care how much someone is, you know, doing their dance moves. You don't care how much someone is, you know, like, you don't really care about what everyone is doing. You don't really pay attention to everyone, or you really have a lot of thought for anyone. You just show off your dance moves, and you just move the music, and everyone just wants a piece of you. And I believe this will make you guys really attractive, I believe. And this also means that you don't let anyone put you down. You don't let anyone tell you what you're not, because you already know your self-worth, and you already know who you already are. So if anyone or any predator out there try to come near you to tell you otherwise, that arrow will shoot at the predator. And then you will show the predator who's really the predator, you know? Yes, now I see why. I see why I see why now. Cause get it? Sagittarians, I like to refer to them as the modern day centaurs, because they shoot at any predator that tries to, you know, mess with them, just like how the centaur shoots at any predator that likes to mess with them. Get it? Just like the centaur shoots at his prey, you know, to achieve food. Just like how that Sagittarius might be a little bit hungry, or might be a little bit, you know, hungry for attention, where they can come across as sometimes very overly confident and very loud, very angry, and they can sometimes lose their cool, especially like when someone accuses them for something they are really convinced by themselves that they didn't do. So Sagittarians, in a way, you guys can sometimes do a lot of great harm with how you do not see like fault, or you do not see a problem with the things you do or your own actions, and this can lead to possible breakups between the people that you love. And so this is something you guys really have to work out yourself. Sagittarians as well, other good traits of you guys though is that you guys are very generous people. You guys don't mind, you know, giving people a helping hand. You guys don't mind just out of the kindness of your heart just helping anyone when they're in danger or when they're in trouble. You guys, obviously being a fire sign, are very loyal as well, and I really admire this about you guys. You guys are just so understanding and relatable beings. You guys just have this capability to be brutally honest, and honest on the whole, especially when it comes to humor, and if something is really funny or not. being very humorous people on the whole, you guys are able to detect whether something is funny or not. And some people can really see you as inspiration, and they can really take a lot from you, especially if they want to be someone who's funny or a comedian. And I really think you guys will make comedians, great comedians yourselves, by the way. What I mean by your brutally honest nature is that sometimes, even when it's not those people you love, you can be very brutally honest by just talking about their demeanor in a very bad way. And this can sometimes lead to possible conflict and confrontation with other people. And I would assume that you do not want to cause any confrontation or conflicts or problems with other people. So my advice is that sometimes try to care a lot about someone's feelings, because sometimes someone can be very sensitive enough not to want to hear the truth. And I know you guys are all about truth. You know, that arrow is just going directly to the point. That arrow does not like to sugarcoat anything. That arrow doesn't want to cut corners. Nope, directly to the very point. But still, Sagittarians, remember, you don't want to hurt anyone's feelings. Just know. Although Sagittarians, other good traits of you guys is that you're very fair-minded. You guys are really kind in such a way that you know how to treat everyone with the same kindness. Even though you guys can be very superficial or surfaced, and sometimes you don't really like go in depth into how a person is. At least, I don't really think this is really true about you, but it's kind of like what I studied. But obviously, with Jupiter being the planet of spirituality, me myself, I believe that you guys are very intuitive people. You guys are able to seek lots of knowledge, and you're able to seek lots of, you know, characteristic within a person. And so you guys are very wise in this sort of way, where you're able to read someone's demeanor and you're able to read someone's actions. And so that whole entire stereotype, I believe, about you guys being very surfaced, I guess it's true, but I only think it's with like some of you Sagittarians. My mom, herself, she is not surfaced at all. She's not superficial. She likes to get deeper when it comes to listening on other people and listening to their characteristic and their demeanor. And she's very, 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 very intuitive. So like I said, don't assume that all Sagittarians are superficial or surface people. Sagittarians as well, you guys are really rebellious sometimes, both in a good way and a bad way. And the good way, I mean, is that, like I said, you don't let anyone tell you what to do. Being symbolized by this centaur, half man, half horse. If you think of horses, they don't really like listen to what someone tells them to do. They can be stubborn in that kind of way, where they just do what they want. Because horses are such beautiful creatures that I admire because of their free spiritual nature. And this is all about you Sagittarians. You guys are free spirits. Like I said, you guys are natural beings who just roam the earth with tons of wittiness and tons of self-worth within you. You don't let anyone tell you whether you're not worth it or you're not. You guys know you're worth it, and trust me, when you show it more, other people that deem you as unworth it, they will be reminded of that, and they will notice that how much of a dummy that they are. Sagittarians as well, you guys are very radiant people. What I mean by this is that you guys exude so much light within you, and you have big, and I mean big, hearts. You guys are you're very empathetic, I believe, although somewhat undiplomatic, and you know how to show a lot of care to someone. Like I said, you are fair-minded and you are far-minded, and this is just, you treat everyone like they're human. After all, I guess humanitarian, like Aquarius, really fits you guys as well. I mean, after all, center symbol symbolizes a half man and a half human. So I also believe that you, in some ways, you guys can be very flexible in that way that sometimes you may have animal characteristics and you may have human characteristics, and so you could bounce back from one another. Not saying that animals are insensitive. Animals are very, very spiritual, but sometimes in some ways you guys can be viewed as insensitive and surfaced, or you guys can be very higher knowledge and very intelligent and less superficial natives. Also, by the way, I must say, Sagittarius, you guys have some pretty good taste when it comes to style or when it comes to any other thing else, especially food, I must say. At least this is what I've seen with a lot of Sagittarians. My mother herself, she's perfect at cooking. She is the one, I believe she's one of the best cooks in the entire world. Might even be the best cook in the entire world, aside from Gordon Ramsay. But so yeah, Sagittarians, you guys are just really creative in that way. All fire signs are really creative. You guys are able to just be so artistic, fluent, and talented people. You guys have great imagination. You guys have a ton of substance and a ton of characteristic within yourselves. And this is valued by me and so much other people around you guys. Though downfalls to you Sagittarians and problems and challenges in your life with you Sagittarians is that sometimes, like I said, you can be very surfaced. You can also be, you can really take things for granted sometimes. What I mean by this is that you don't really like to take the time to really appreciate like someone or something or even some creature for what they do, or like how they show themselves to you. So this can really be a problem for you guys. You can also be quite impatient sometimes. So I suggest you guys really find that certain patience about yourself, because you guys, I know you have it in you, but sometimes you can come across as extremely impatient. Furthermore, Sagittarians, like I said, you guys can be a teensy bit diplomatic. You guys can also be extremely argumentative sometimes. I mean, I have a Sag mother. What do you expect? She is extreme. Trust me, my mom is extremely argumentative sometimes. You guys just, even when you're not arguing with a person, you guys are just always thinking, oh, take for instance, like you're going on a plane flight and the people didn't like call your number, or they didn't say you're next on the plane next. So you'll just be like, oh, why are these people taking so long with me going on the plane? So yeah, that's both impatience and being argumentative. So my advice overall for you Sagittarians, really find that certain empathetic way about you. You guys do have it, but just put a more sugar-coated filter on you guys, even though you guys are a fire sign. For at least most people, try to find that sensitivity for most people. Like even take some signs like the water signs, Cancer and Pisces. Say you have an encounter with the most weakest and the most sensitive Cancer and Pisces, and you kind of like show that certain brutally honest and certain argumentative way about you to them, they're not gonna be able to handle that, and then you will, you know, be seen as just this awful person by people who just misunderstand you, Sagittarius. So you don't get in a pickle like this, just really take my advice, and also really try to find patience. Really try to find patience. Try to wait. At least I think what can help is that you know, just probably play a few games on your phone to wait, and then someone will call you. Don't really think too much about it. That may also help. Also, try to dim out that fire in you a little bit in terms of waiting situations, because I believe that this fire energy as well can have something to do with your impatience. And yeah, and that's pretty much it for all my advice to you guys. Now, possible occupations or possible jobs or possible, you know, things, hobbies you can get into would obviously be comedian. Of course, you guys have an abundance of humor. Also, you guys would make great lawyers, I believe. Great food critics, great cooks, even great astrologers even. Great. You guys would make great party planners. Party planners, yeah. You guys would also make great adventure seekers as well, because you guys are very adventurous. What I mean by adventure seekers, you guys probably be those people who just like make vlogs, you know, by climbing the world's tallest mountain, or, you know, climbing the world's tallest tree, going in the forest, going camping for like a week, you know, those type of people who like to try challenges like that. After all, you are a fire sign, and fire signs really like challenges, so that's also probably a good thing you guys can probably get into. And yeah, so overall, Sagittarius, you guys are such pure beings. You guys are brave, you guys are determined, and you guys are just, you ooze so much, you ooze just so much sensuality, I believe, also. Yeah. And overall, also, you guys are strong. You guys stay strong, by the way, and just be tough like you guys always are. Don't let anyone make you feel untough or unworth it of yourself. And yeah, you guys, I must say, are the luckiest sign within 2024. One of the luckiest signs within 2024. So keep up your good work, and everyone will love you for the rest of your life. I live life to the fullest. After all, you are ruled by Jupiter, the planet of long life. You guys will have a long life. You guys will live a great, fulfilling, and very, very meaningful life. When you get older, you can tell your grandchildren about the stories and adventures you've been on your entire life. It'll interest them, trust me, for you older Sagittarians. And yeah, I'll be back with another video. Also, I'll be back talking about the series, the new series I'll be talking about soon. So stay tuned for that video, subscribe, yeah. Also, I'll be back with Capricorn soon. We're almost done with this series, can't wait. And yeah, guys, peace, or should I say stay cosmic.